Well, this is an interesting start to the day. I've been invited by my niece and partner to go for a walk down in the Peak District. It's a place I've never frequented. I've always been up in the Yorkshire Dales, and this walk for me is the first time for quite some time now. So I've got my rucksack all sorted out. My faithful walking stick, which I'm hoping I won't really need, but you never know. I've got waterproofs, good walking boots, which is most important, and one absolutely vital thing for me, my brew. I'm looking forward to this trip. It makes a change because I don't have to drive. I'm being taken there, and I'm looking really forward to it. Don't know what the weather's going to be like. At the moment, it's not too bad. It's nice and sunny. So we'll just see. I've got plenty of spare clothing anyway, and if it does turn bad, well, I'll be okay. I'm really looking forward to this. What we're going to do is visit a crash site. An aeroplane crashed there in 1947, I think 1948, and the walk entails a visit to this crash site, so it'll be really interesting to see what's there. Looking forward to it. Right, see you later.
Here we are on the M62, just passing Scamander Reservoir, and up ahead is the notorious Scamander Bridge, where unfortunate people have committed suicide from this bridge over the years. I've never been a big fan of the M62. I find it too busy. Although on this particular Sunday morning it's fairly quiet compared to what it is through the week. And now we're on our way up the notorious Snake Pass, which during the winter is always blocked with snow. Well, here we are at Bleaklow Moors, just over 2,000 feet above sea level, ready for the walk to the site. If you happen to pay a visit to this crash site and you're not sure where to go, there's a ranger who patrols around the area, and he will guide you. He will tell you exactly where to go. He'll give exact directions and which stream to cross and which path to take. We did encounter him further on, and it was full of very useful information. I must apologise for the wind noise on the video. Unfortunately, I left behind my wind muff. It's fairly easy walking, and it's not too difficult, although you really do need some decent footwear. What strikes me about these moors and all this area, which is a place I've never ever visited before because I always go in the Yorkshire Dales, it's the lack of walls. Up in the Yorkshire Dales there's quite a lot of walls, but this area you don't see anything, not even a tree, bush or anything anywhere. I've just spotted some wreckage on our way up. We're now at the main site, and there's quite a lot of wreckage strewn all over the place. And this looks to me, looks like part of the fuselage. Or wing even, don't know, I'm not too sure really about aircraft parts. It's really amazing to see so many pieces lying about, and I would have thought people would have taken chunks away as souvenirs over the years. I suppose they have really, but there's still quite a lot lying about.
More parts. Yeah. Remarkable condition.
Well, it's amazing how bright and shiny this part is after being in the open for 74 years. Well, that looks like somebody's cut a piece out of the panel there. Probably a souvenir hunter.
You've got wreckage scattered all over the place. The large portion down there.
It seems it was not a malfunction that caused the crash. Instead, the aircraft's vision was obscured by heavy cloud, and basing their location on flight time alone, the crew estimated they'd already flown past the hills and decided to descend. Hitting the ground approximately 11 AM, the B29 burst into flames, and tragically it killed all of the 11 crew and 2 military passengers. And this looks like part of the landing gear. Remains of an old wreath. It looks like it's been left by the scout group. Looks like some of this alloy has been melted, no doubt caused by the fire. It's really rather a sad area when you think. I mean, all those people that were killed in the crash all those years ago, and the bleakness of the surrounding moor really emphasises that. There's some more parts here which is hardly any corrosion on them, still quite shiny. Another view of some of the landing gear, and even part of the tyres still there. And this to me looks like part of the fuselage, one of the panels. It's scattered everywhere is the wreckage. When you look, it's really quite an exposed area. Obvious evidence of a fire where the alloy looks to have melted. Another view of some of the landing gear. Here's one of the engines of the B29 made by Curtiss Wright. apparently they were unreliable, these engines, although this crash was not caused by engine malfunction. Incidentally, the most famous B-29 was called the Enola Gay, dropped the first atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Quite badly corroded and obviously damaged from the crash. That conrod looks like it's been cut off. You can even see the original rings on the piston there. Just on the rear here, on some of these bolts on the end of the where the gear is, there even the stainless secure wire there to stop bolts undoing. Amazing. Another conrod on the other side, which is snapped off. The pistons still in the cylinders. One of the radiators. And looks like somebody's lost the filter off the camera. These radiators are quite large and surprisingly light. Another one of the Curtiss-Wright engines. There we can see a distant view of Manchester. Just panning round now to the spectacular views. As at this point it's approximately just over 2,000 feet above sea level. Well, we're now making our way back to the car, going a slightly different route back. It were fairly breezy at the highest point, but as you got further down the wind did abate and it wasn't too bad. And it was quite cold on the top as well. But as you got down below it warmed up again. My niece Michelle and Dave leading the way down. And as I mentioned, as we got further and further down, it started to warm up, and it warmed up quite a lot. So off came the coats. This was just a slightly tricky climb down into this gully and up the other side. And why can't people take the rubbish home when they've done with them? They bring it with them in the first place. Stop throwing litter about the countryside. Yeah, care is really needed going down this section and then up the other side. You just got to watch your footholds.
Tidy little step. That.
Well, I am definitely out of condition. I was puffing and panting by the time I got to the top of this small climb. Well, we got back to the car safely with no problems. It was a lovely walk. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and the crash site was fascinating. And thanks to Michelle and Dave for inviting me out for the day. There's a few pictures at the end of this video which you might find interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching.